welcome back to my kitchen. Today we're gonna do something really delicious. Can you see this? Lasagna. Now, I'm not sure it's gonna be as tasty as Liliana's lasagna because I'm gonna make it kind of simple so that kids can do it, kids can help. It should go together really easy. In fact, back when I was a teacher in the baby room, the babies figured it out because it was layer after layer, and once you got the sequence, the babies figured out how to help me build the layers of the lasagna. So here's the kind of ingredients you're going to need for this simple version of lasagna. Lasagna noodles. I like the ones with the wavy edges. Some sauce. Sorry, we're not making our own sauce today. If we need some extra juicy sauce, I have a can of crushed tomatoes here. Garlic is always good for any kind of Italian cooking. I have some olive oil here. Ricotta cheese, that's going to be one of our layers. Romano cheese, mozzarella cheese, lots of cheesy lasagnas. Now that's the basic ingredients. You can add anything else that you want. In fact, I think I'm going to add in each of the layers a sprinkle of spinach. And it's all frozen and in little pieces, so I can just sprinkle it on in the layers. I also have some zucchini. You could grate this and then sprinkle it on just like I'm going to do the spinach. You could slice it really thin. You could steam it and add it in big chunks. But that's another good way to sneak vegetables into your dinner. I also have mushrooms. Those would probably be best if they were sliced and sauteed in a little bit of olive oil with garlic. So I'm probably going to skip that this time. And I think I'll skip the zucchini this time too. But I just wanted to give you some ideas. So the first thing we have to do is boil the noodles to have them ready.
And that's a job for grown-ups.
And you can meet me back here once the noodles are ready. All right, see you in a little bit. All right, the noodles are done and they're cooling there. I added a little bit of olive oil and a lot of salt to the water, so they should be nice and tasty. Next prep thing I need to do is grate the cheese. But the thing is, the grater. Very, 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 very sharp. How do I know that? Take a look. Big injury I had about 10 days ago. You need to be extremely careful with the grater because it is like a whole bunch, not just one knife. Each one of these holes is like a little knife. Be careful. Remember to keep your fingers well away from those little sharp knives. You can see each one of those is cutting its own little piece of cheese. When mozzarella melts, it gets really nice and stringy. That's what kind of cheese is on your cheese pizza. That looks good. Now I'm going to set everything up so we can start to assemble the lasagna. And again, it's layers, sauce, noodles, ricotta cheese, mozzarella cheese. That's where I'm going to sprinkle the spinach. And then do another layer of sauce, noodles, ricotta, spinach, cheese, sauce, noodles, ricotta, spinach, cheese, sauce, noodles, ricotta, spinach, cheese, sauce, noodles, ricotta, spinach, cheese. Here's another ingredient I forgot to mention. Oregano. It really smells good. And it's also the stuff you'll find on in your pizza sauce. I'm going to also mince some of the garlic into tiny pieces and sprinkle that in with our layers. Okay, we're almost ready to start layering our ingredients here. And I'm going to show you a quick and easy way to make them into tiny pieces. I've got this nice big can that has this sharp edge here. I made sure it was clean. I'm gonna smush the garlic this way, and then that little edge is going to act like a little knife to chop my garlic into tiny bits. Oh, that smells amazing.
All right, let's get everything we need here.
Did I forget anything?
Let's see.
I've got my noodles, my sauce, my cheese, mozzarella, ricotta, romano, and parmesan, garlic, and spinach. Hey, so we start our layers. First comes a little bit of olive oil. This will make it easy to clean the pan after we're done eating this yummy lasagna. Okay, first comes a little sauce. Spread that around. And then we'll take the noodles. I can see my noodles are longer than my pan. So I'm going to cut the noodle just the same size. Now, just like to build a Jenga tower, you put your 3 this way and 3 that way. That's this way we're going to do our lasagna noodles too. Okay, so 1. You could even use scissors to cut these noodles. All right. Noodle layer done. Now I'm going to put in some ricotta. Scoop. And spread that around. You can use your fingers. I'm going to sprinkle a little oregano. Sprinkle a little spinach. Or whatever kind of vegetable you want to add. You could even add grated carrots. They'll cook fast. And I'm going to put some cheese. Sprinkle. And some parmesan. Oop, almost forgot the garlic. Now you don't need much of that. So this is for the whole thing, not just one layer. We're going to take a picture of that because that looks good. We'll put another layer of sauce. Spread it around. Now comes our second layer. The first layer went this way, so the second layer is going to go this way. One more for here. Noodles, ricotta, cheese. It's snowing. Spinach. Garlic. Parmesan. Now we're ready for layer number 3. First layer was this way. Second layer was this way. So the third layer will go back this way. I like these recipes that have no constraints, that you can do any way you like because it will be delicious no matter how you do it. A little oregano, a little spinach, a little mozzarella. I have this other cheese here. I'm going to use this Romano. That comes from sheep.
Now more sauce.
This is layer number 4. I think we might get one more layer after this.
So you get the idea. Each layer is the same, and you just keep going until you get to the top of your pan.
And we are going to squeeze one more layer on around here. So for the top, I'm not going to use the ricotta layer. I'm just going to add sauce and cheese. Perfect. Spread it around. You want to make sure all the noodles have a tiny bit of sauce on it, otherwise they get kind of dried out in the oven. Now the cheese. We can do more Romano. And we can add more Parmesan. This is cheesy wheezy. Hope you like cheese. The noodles are cooked. Everything's pretty well cooked, but it needs to melt together to get the flavors to mix together. So you're going to leave it in there till it's thoroughly warm, at least 40 minutes, I think. So this is ready to go into the oven. 350 degrees. Oh boy, I wish you were here to smell. Ah, how delicious this smells. I wish you were here to help me eat it. I'm sure it's gonna be a really great dinner. Now, all we need is some big salad, and then we'd be all set. Well, I hope you managed to make a tasty lasagna. Remember, you can tailor it to what you have in your refrigerator. I'm sure it'll be delicious. Bon appetit!